This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift as our minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. This is our time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the busyness of life. This is our time to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid footing that holds. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation. Foundation.
The Foundation with Howard Grant is brought to you by Alive, Burger King, Commonwealth Bank, the Deposit Insurance Corporation, the Jeff Rogers Basketball Camp, Collect, Marco's Pizza, the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources, and Ron's Electric Motors.
Foundation.
It's the foundation. Foundation. So it's the foundation. Foundation. So it's the foundation. Foundation. So it's the foundation.
It's the foundation that's rocking the nation. Howard Grant's the host, Guardian Radio Station 96.9, 12 to 2. It's the time you can call the show or use the text line. Yeah, he educates, he informs. He goes against the norm. He's really got that zeal. Plus, he's a child of God.
Foundation. It's the foundation. Foundation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company. The Foundation on this absolutely gorgeous Thursday afternoon, live and living. We are in the land of the living. Always important for us to continue to be able to give praise. I am grateful to be here with you guys. Always grateful to kind of chop it down with you on this beautiful Small Business Thursday. I'm trying to do this. And be consistent and committed to doing this. Giving all those persons an opportunity to really be able to come in here and kind of present past, present, future. The concept and idea where your business started, your position in terms of your direction of what you want to see, and the future ideas of where you want to see this business go. So I'm looking at small, medium businesses locally who want to talk about this and reach our market that we're doing every single day. If you want to be a part of that, please, por favor, give me a call, 827-0111. That's 827-0111. You can get Howard right there. Just shoot me a text or one of the WhatsApps, and we could be able to get back to you. That wouldn't be a problem at all. Guys, make sure you pick up your Guardian newspaper. I got to be decent when I got my guests in the studio. I can't get deep with these kind of things, right? But you can be able to see right into the front of the paper right there. The Guardian actually starts to speak about it. PLP and F&M trade blame on BPL, which is amazing. Talk to me about it, right? I feel like it's enough blame to go around, so the information's in there. And now the depth of the paper is not as thick as it was last week, but it's definitely thicker. And on Thursdays is a time that we always take to recognize the importance of our mortality and the fact that we're still here in the land of the living. I always kind of give you that on a Thursday because it's old people, children. And so we always look at the obituary section and identify the fact that a lot of our brothers and sisters have passed away, right? If you're dealing with that, if you're dealing with any transition in your families and the shifting and the importance of being able to understand these particular things, I always tell you, in the spirit of decency and order, that you should be able to reach out to my good, decent, I won't call them family, I always do, my family over at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. They can be able to assist you with the transition and being able to retain that kind of a position, that passion, that character, those ideas that you had, that zeal, and preserve that as you present yourself, even in transition over to the other side. I always say to do that. And I think that they've been in the business for such a long time that they can give you that level of professionalism, that level of comfort. You know, sometimes you just need someone to kind of lean on and speak to. They've been doing this for a lot of time. Now, they tell me, say, Howard, don't call our names. So I try to be as decent as possible. But they're my good friends down there over at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. They can be able to assist you with this and anything as it relates to the transition. Guys, like I said, make sure you pick up your Guardian newspaper and talk about these particular things. There's a lot of things in the paper. I think we're going to chop this down tomorrow. We're going to have a great show with you guys tomorrow. Campbell voices support for the PM on work permits, and the restoration of power for North Andros will cost $600,000. This is what Minister of Work Sayers actually says. So it's interesting to see those things. Guys, should we open the lines today? I'm not sure. But before we do that, I want to do this. The relationship we've had, I told you this joke, all right? I told you this coming here in 2007 in Nassau with my family. We was just kind of decked out and going to the House of Assembly to swear my mother in as a member of Parliament for 8 Mile Rock. She just won 8 Mile Rock. So I was feeling spiffy. I told you this joke before. And walking down Bay Street is Howard, my uncle, Oliver, and my father, Howard, right? So it's junior, senior. We're walking down, walking eastward towards, passing John Bow, walking eastward towards Parliament Square. And this old lady, wrapped in her PLP paraphernalia, I mean, from head to toe, she was just in the thing. She said, "Excuse me, baby." She stops. She grabs my hand and looks in my eye, right? She started rubbing my hand. She said, "Excuse me, baby. You's a butler?" So I said, "No, Mom. I'm not a butler." She said, "You sure, baby?" I said, "No, Mom. I'm a Grant. I'm from Grandmama." She said, "Baby," and she pulled me close. She says, "You better go ask your mother again." My daddy laughed so much. He laughed. I say that as a prelude to the guest that I have in the studio today. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the CEO of Milo B. Butler and Sons, none other than Alan Butler. As my brother, it is wonderful to have you in the studio with us today. How you doing today? Say good afternoon to the Bahamian people.
Good afternoon, the public of the Bahamas. That's a wonderful joke. I've never heard that one before, but I've had other people who've asked me the same thing in reference to whether or not I was a Turnquest or a Grant myself.
Really?
So I guess we all have to seek to ask our parents. Unfortunately, mine's are 6 feet under. I can't ask.
You can't ask them. But I look at Mommy and I said, "Mommy, look here." So she said, "Listen, baby, stop it, right?" But it's wonderful to have you, man. Tell us about this product today. I want to thank you for being able to come down to talk to us about this product that you guys are doing over at Milo B. Butler and Sons. Sort of an idea to sort of rejuvenate, revive, restore, and sort of amalgamate and pull the community together with an authentic products that are made and kind of created right here on our soils. Talk to us about it.
So before I go to that point, Howard, if you would just give me a few minutes, I'd like to give you the Bahamian public at least a little backdrop of the Butler brand, so to speak. Milo Butler Sr., Sir Milo Butler, as everybody else knows him, would have started his first store in 1928. His first level of incorporation, in terms of incorporating his business, was not until 1963, when his sons became of age, and therefore they formed the company called Milo B. Butler and Sons in 1963. So technically this year and this month actually celebrates 60 years of continuous existence of Milo B. Butler and Sons as an entity. That's where I would like to start there. From there now we go on to where uncles and father and all the rest of them and aunts would have actually been involved with the business in some way, shape, or form. And of course, coming to the retail space over the hill, we were the first back in 1956, to bring a retail store where it was self-serve over the hill. There was never a food store over the hill prior to that was self-serve before Butler's, okay? All the others were where you would go to the store, you would tell the owner of the store, "I want a can of tomato paste, I want this, that, and the next thing." So we have always been, I guess, in some way, shape, or form, forerunners in terms of stepping up. And here it is now. We had closed down our retail store saying we were going to come back. And now we've come back with something new again for the public again. We're now opening up now where our store on Blue Hill Road, the location there, what everybody knows as Milo Butler Mart, where we're opening it up whereby vendors are able to come in who are Bahamian to display and sell the products that they make and produce here in the country. Our mantra by our chairman and myself has been now where we are trying to make at least 25 to 30% of whatever it is that we sell in our portfolio to be that is made or manufactured here in the Bahamas. We are really trying our hardest to live up to this mantra because the likes of a COVID should have been a wake-up call for all Bahamians, and we have to now give it teeth. We just cannot say these things. We now have to give it teeth and make sure that the general public understands, and you, the public, understand, and we ourselves, that food supply or food shortage is a real thing, and it can be a real thing. I think many folks would have gone, or the government prior to, would have gone to other retailers and find out how much supply do we have to last us in the event of a lockdown where there is no food able, no ships able to come in or something of the sort. And we have to be able to have things that we can still be able to survive at least until the next ship comes by what we produce. And we cannot depend wholly and solely on the ships coming in because those countries where they're coming from will look after their own first before they actually send to us. And so we therefore have to make sure that we try to preserve and try to create ways by which that can happen. We are trying to create in our own niche that means, that space where persons can actually come in and be able to sell their products. So our products are now cross-spectrum in that persons are selling things that they produce in terms of food products as well as they're selling crafts. So we have all sorts of different things being sold there. We have people who make sponges from the sponge industry. We have individuals who are making purses from the straw and sisal industry. We have people who are making earrings and things from conch shell horns and things of that nature. And all of these other different things are coming to play. People making slippers from the straw and so on. And they seem to be very, very sturdy and good products. People who are making jams, people who are making pepper sauces, people who are making iced teas and drinks. And people of all sorts are coming forth with all their different gifts. Someone is even coming forth with a pancake mix, believe it or not, a pancake mix. And all of these different things are being produced by Bahamians, manufactured by Bahamians. And it's just a matter of trying to get them to scale to be able to showcase their product. And of course, we're also selling meats inside the store and produce and things of that nature and eggs that are produced here in the Bahamas by egg companies and egg persons again, and persons who are selling fresh pork. As a matter of fact, I also grow pork. So I am one of those individuals that are actually selling pork. People who are selling the sheep for mutton and goats and so on. So we're selling all of these things. Fresh chickens, we're selling all of these things. And we're trying to make as much as possible that space.
It's a local chicken.
Local chicken.
So they grow naturally. They say you got the steroids and all of these things like that.
No.
Good, decent local chicken.
Good, decent local chicken. And as a matter of fact, it's just a matter of people just coming in and being able to purchase these things. We're only open for business Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays right now because that's what we want. However, we wanted to make it for Bahamians, but as well, too, to be able to show the space where persons can actually come who are tourists to be able to see, to experience the Bahamian perspective from over the hill. So
I like this. This is right on the eastern side of Wesley Methodist Church, right?
Correct.
On the eastern side,
on the southern side of Wesley.
Right, and so right there by Meadow Street, before you get to hit Meadow Street, ladies and gentlemen, you should know this place. You know it oh so well. And you need to be able to get that. So you say Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, between the hours of 9 to 5.
These are great days to open up the place. I just want to be very clear.
Yes.
Because we didn't eat the food Sunday, Monday,
Tuesday. That's right.
So, ain't nothing in the house by Thursday.
Right.
So it's time to shop again.
Time to shop again.
Time to shop again.
And the fact is we are centrally located, so you don't have to go far out your way, in which, I mean, so here it is now, if you live far in the west, you're right on Blue Hill Road. If you live far in the east, you're right there on Blue Hill Road. So it's centrally located. Now, persons like to come and drive past dead fast, but the thing about it is, this is an opportunity for you to be able to come in. And of course, we're also distributing some of these Bahamian vendors as well through BAIC, which we have signed a partnership with, because we are serious about making this a going concern where we are partnering with Bahamians and with Bahamian entities and with governments that are supporting Bahamian to make sure that we are actually doing this and make this a going concern, because we have to begin to put teeth to it. And we're only one piece of the puzzle in the equation. There are other parts of the equation that need to be solved. And I figure if we could take this step now, others will hopefully jump on and say, well, this is what I can contribute. So there's room for other venues or for other people. I mean, here it is. You only have, for instance, for slaughtering of animals. There's only one major one here, and that's one here in Nassau. I mean, the other family islands probably have need of them as well, too. We have packing houses that can actually preserve and keep products for long periods of time. I may have a freezer, but I mean, someone else probably needs to keep a cooler, something so that they can at least be able to make it to market, to make it to where the populace is, that they can sell these products that they have that are perishable. I mean, I think of the amount of mangoes that we had growing this past year, just here in New Providence.
Everybody tree had mango.
Everybody had tree. If you were to just go to every person and say, hey, give me $10, I'd say, I'll sell you whatever you want off the tree for $10. And you could then take that, and they're not eat it all right now, but they could easily be taken, preserved, and perhaps be used to make a
jelly,
a jam, a jelly, a hot pepper sauce with a mango, like a mango chutney or something of the sort. All these type of things can actually be produced, and we have fruits that come in and out of season, but you can't get them out of season.
I want to touch this with you because the one thing that I'm hearing that is a constant in this is that there is an alliance. Okay, so you're forerunners. We know that. Innovation is there. We know that. The question that I have is sustainability. Is there sort of a quote unquote risk that we're taking now in terms of being able to dive into this, or you see in the future, based upon what we've seen happen, and we talked about it before we got on, based upon what we've seen happen with COVID-19 and the possibility of what's happening in Russia and Ukraine, so forth and so on, moving into wars. This is the important time for us to recognize the importance of food security. Is this what Milo B. Butler is looking at, the importance of being able to preserve community at the forefront before the finances, the dollar, so forth and so on? How do we preserve community and move forward like that? Talk to me about that.
In terms of the preservation of the community has to therefore see itself as such. They must see itself as a community to be able to for preservation to then be had. And I think that we have to now come together, and it is a sacrifice on our part. Here it is. I'm supporting vendors right now coming into a space, all right? And I'm not really charging them yet per se. But, I mean, we have to pay the bills. So we have to make sure. But, however, it is a means of the sacrifice that we are making now for what we know will be a reward later on down the line for all of us to be able to come together and to be able to make this a going concern. So, yes, we have to do what we need to do to try to see how best we could bring these together. We also have where we are trying to train younger individuals. We're utilizing the young individuals that through the programs that the government has on stream right now, where we're trying to train them in different skill sets and so on, so they can have an appreciation for manufacturing of products, being able to have an understanding of storekeeping and things of that nature. So they are being exposed to all these different things as well too. So we've taken on a few to be able to do that. So it's starting with the older folks. However, we are also trying to target and reach younger children too during these summer months to be able to see how best we can grow and develop this whole program in the long run.
If I am a person is out there who's sitting down right now, I'm trying to scoop up the eggs while I'm listening to the Foundation with Howard Grant. So, oh my God, there is a place for me to outlet. Talk to those persons who have a raw product that's actually authentically created, made, and they're looking for distribution. They're looking for an opportunity for persons to be able to come in. They don't know exactly where to put their product. Talk to them how they can be able to be a part of what you're doing.
Now, there's two different folds of this now. If the individual is looking for me to be if they have mass production in terms of wholesaling of that particular product, which therefore means it's a tier level, I would be the wholesaler from one end. That person would need to perhaps go through BAIC, and through going through BAIC will then send me that particular product. Once it's done, for the individual who wishes to come and sell their product in that space in my store, who produces maybe a smaller level, and they come in and sell their product, they can come into the mart, and there is a small fee attached to that for being able to come into the store to be able to sell that particular product in the market and grow to scale as to how they wish to do. And it gives them a venue by which they can come and sell their product on a regular basis, on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday type situation. And so those are the two different levels by which we are trying to develop this whole program of being able to make active Bahamians being able to sell in this arena.
As you started to speak about this concept right there on Blue Hill Road, my mind started to travel. On Nassau Street, there's always tourists kind of drifting south.
Correct.
They're always kind of drifting south. And I always thought that transit, that corridor should have been more tourist oriented. The sidewalk should have had stars of names of persons who actually committed to entertainment and other aspects in our community. It should give rich history. My question to you, as I'm listening to you speak, is there any idea for your parking lot to make transformations possibly on a Saturday that we can come in and actually walk into a marketplace area that we can be able to see those products, not necessarily inside the store this particular day for advertisement purposes, but outside and still get an authentic feel for what's happening locally?
That is the intention, to be able to do that eventually, to actually morph into some of that as well, to be able to offer it on the outside and to be able to have people to be able to come on stream. We are still in I guess the infantile stage of this whole process of being able to make this. So
because it's been a few months.
It's only been a few weeks, as a matter of fact, right? So with that now, we are seeing us morphing into this. Bahamians, we're 50. What are we doing at age 50? And we have to now put teeth to us being 50. Being proud of being 50 is a good thing, yes, but what do we have to show for it? And this is one means by which we can now begin to show, hey, we are producing products that we actually make, that we can actually sell, that we can actually consume, that is good for us, that don't have all of those things in them that actually can hurt us. Because we have more diseases and sicknesses coming of age now in our country than ever I've heard of before. Mm-hmm. And for us to be able to now say we can do those things using old methodologies, but now bringing them to light in a current stage of the Bahamas, I think is really, really great. We need to embrace it. We ought not just talk about it anymore. We need to now put teeth to action and make this a going concern. So yes, starting on the outside, doing those things, yes, all of those things we welcome. And all of those things we have in our plans to make happen in the not too distant future.
I love it. Tell me a little bit of information of how persons could be able to reach out to you if they're out there who want to be able to participate. Do you have like a website or Facebook page or some social media outlet that persons could read in, or is there a number that they can call? Because a lot of persons are listening and they can call me. They can say, Howard, so give me some more information so when these particular persons call, so I can know how to be able to kind of, usher them.
So with that, we do have a web page, and we have milobutler.com. You would be able to find that to be able to help you to find out the information, or you can contact us at 677-6380 through our sales and marketing department for those who wish to join on to become partners as far as being able to sell your product inside the store and so on. And as I said, for individuals who are mass producers of product, I would like to encourage you to be able to go through BAIC, because BAIC is really the vendor that actually sells to us for those who are producing stuff in the Bahamas and being able to sell those things in the market. And so that we then distribute them out to all the other local stores and hotels and so forth, etc. We'll be your distribution point from there on in. Mm-hmm. So those who are mass producing, please bear in mind, understand that it is a tier, which therefore means that at every level someone wants to make something on your particular product that you make. So the wholesaler, which is myself, will make something, and then there's the retailer who I sell it to will also be making something before it hits the final consumer. Mm-hmm. So you can't come and offer me a crate of eggs at $6 and expect for me now to only sell it for $6 to the final consumer, because it's going to that tier level. Because if I were to wait till then, by the time your product reaches the final consumer, it's going to be about 10 or 12.
That's why mass production is important.
Absolutely.
Because volume is what can put money in your pocket.
Absolutely. And so that's why we encourage the mass production, so that way you could be able to do that and be able to see what a real situation will look like for you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? One of the things I want to encourage you to also, you're going to have to remain consistent. One of the things that I've seen as it relates to entrepreneurialism, a lot of people label themselves entrepreneurs but don't understand the dedication to this particular thing. You have to remain consistent.
Yes.
If you're selling peanut on the side of the road and I don't buy none today, I want peanut tomorrow. But when I come, you ain't there. Wait. You got to be there consistently.
Absolutely.
Find yourself in a consistent position, and people could rely on this particular product to know, just like Milo B. Butler and Sons. We know where they are. We know they've been consistent. We know they've been innovative. We can always kind of depend on them. We want to depend on you also. Find yourselves over at BAIC or give them a call, milobutler.com. I'm sorry, milobutler.com. Check them out there. or 677-6380 to find out more information on how you could be able to be a part of what they're doing. I think it's absolutely amazing. I might as well tell you, I think this is a wonderful thing.
And of course, you would have seen a lot of things heading up to the 50th anniversary and so on, in terms of individuals coming out and saying things. Well, we have this here event where persons can now sell their particular products and all alike and so on. But the thing about it is, can you find this particular product on an everyday basis?
That's it.
It's the one time, and then the other times. So here it is now. We're offering you the opportunity to be able to say, hey, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you could find my product
right here
consistently, and
right here.
We're helping you to develop the consistency that you need to be able to have your product showcased, and you could tell your people on your respective page whether you happen to be Howard or you happen to be Joe or happen to be Alan, whatever it is, whatever product people know you for. Let them be able to know, hey, you could find my product. All we're providing you for, we're the mall, and you are the supplier of your product that you produce as a Bahamian.
Mr. Butler, I want to thank you so very kindly for being able to join us today, my brother. Don't be a stranger now.
Won't.
I give you the whole preamble story to let you know that we're family.
I agree with that.
Very clearly.
I see the mold very clearly.
You see the mold? I give a mold like Milo Butler. You need to stop. Right? Listen, this is a great opportunity. I think you guys should be a part of it. MiloButler.com. Check it out. 677-6380. 677-6380. Or make sure you connect with BAIC to kind of make some things happen. I'm sure that we're going to hear more from Milo B. Butler and Sons and Alan Butler as time progresses right here on The Foundation. Let's take this quick commercial break and be right back on Small Business Thursday after this.
Foundation.
The Foundation. We'll be back right after this.
Come celebrate Independence the BK way with our new Independence King Combo. Enjoy a flame grilled beef patty topped with savory bacon, arugula, crisp onion rings, and our special tropical sauce on a brioche bun. Served with fries and a drink for a flavor sensation fit to celebrate every year. Top off the Independence celebrations with our new guava sundae or frozen guava lemonade. Our Independence King Combo and treats are available for a limited time at Burger King Nassau, where taste is king.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
At Ron's Electric Motors, they repair and rewind all major brands of electric motors, including water pumps, generators, and the generator's back end, welding machines, electric lifts, air compressors, battery chargers, and more. They're equipped to handle up to 850 kilowatts and rewind up to 450 horsepower motors. They're conveniently located on the corner of Wolf and Clarence Roads and are open weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays till noon. They offer 24 hours emergency assistance. You can reach them at 242-356-0249.
Guardian Radio and the Foundation are on the move.
Bahamas, this one's for you.
SBT, Small Business Thursdays. Every Thursday, the Foundation with Howard Grant will highlight small businesses throughout the country, far and wide. Your products, services, prices, and personality. We want to hear it all. Get your 30 or 60-second advertisement heard on air at a fraction of the cost. We here at the Foundation understand the times and don't want you to be left behind. With Guardian Radio, you reach your specific demographic and it is unmatched.
We reach thousands daily.
Get your products off the shelf and your services in their hearts. Small Business Thursdays with the Foundation, only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. For more information, call 302-2300 or the Help Me Howard line at 827-0111. SBT. Small Business Thursdays. Get your business moving today.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation. The Foundation. The Foundation. 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 The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company, the foundation, on this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Thursday afternoon. It's still hot. Talk to me. I mean, I don't know how it is be hot in the night. It is wild. I just pray to God that you got your air condition together. I don't know who can give me advertisements for air condition, but now is the time. And there's no day like today. Somebody call Howard, 827-0, because I can't be giving you slackness. I mean, not in a bad way. My air condition works. Talk to me, right? I pray over it every night and touch it. Lord, just keep it percolating, God, right? Yeah. If you ain't got your air condition together, I pray for you. For all those persons, if you're out there, you're doing air condition installments, some information indicated we've seen records being break day after day after day after day. This is hot. And for all of us men, we know the southern region is like the Amazon. We got to keep it together. Talk to me. Let's be very clear about these things. If you want to be able to do some advertisement and put your stuff out there, we could talk about it, talk about your company, why it's the best. You could put ductless units in. You could do that. You could fix these things with staple guns. That's how bad you is. Call me, 827-0111, 827-0111. You can get Howard Grant right here at the foundation to kind of put that out there. Guys, it's Small Business Thursdays, and today, like every other Thursday, what we're going to do, as we lead up to October 15th, 16th, it's very important that we take the time out to really have this good conversation with you. I'm trying to get you hyped to make you to understand something a little bit different, right? It's more than just, don't treat me like you treat the Prime Minister. I just want to shoot straight with you, okay? Don't cuss me out for traveling. We going to travel for the edification of all those persons who listen and tune into the show every single day. Can I say that? Okay? Howard is not the slimmest of guys. I'm not going into a tube that's going over the water and over land for hours and hours and hours and hours just for slackness. We are going for edification, for understanding, and for a very clear position of how we can be able to transpose and transport progressive technology and concepts into a local environment. What am I talking about? I am talking about China. We talked about that. We talked about how in October we're going to be taking a trip. I'm going to be going down there with my good guys, Omar Smith and Lorenzo Antonio Bullitt. They're going to be doing some stuff. They've been doing this for 20 years. And today, we got Antonio on who's going to be able to tell us a little bit more about what's going on in China. Antonio, my brother, what's happening with you?
Hello.
Hey, what's happening, my brother?
Man, everything's fantastic, man. I know I'm supposed to be in studio today, Bahamas, but I am on a job. I had an emergency that I had to deal with. I had to deal with this job, so I'm calling you from the job.
I appreciate you taking the time.
Paradise Island.
I appreciate you taking the time to be able to do this. I think it's important that we continue to be able to chop this down, and we appreciate your commitment and dedication to doing these things. So how things?
Man, everything is good. We're having another meeting tonight at Fusion at 7 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So those of you who are interested in going, you can come by at 7 o'clock. I'm going to be there to let you know some more information and to let you know that time is winding down and what you would be expecting on this trip and so on.
Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of persons, they want to ask more specific questions because I think we got a lot of that laundry out at the forefront of what you could expect and talk about these particular ideas and concepts. Talk to me about this early bird special. Have we wind down on the early bird special, or are we done with that? Are we moving into
the early bird special is over.
Okay.
The early bird special is over. Yeah, all the tickets, persons who purchase the early bird special, their tickets are bought and they're locked in and they're non-refundable. But all tickets are non-refundable once we purchase a ticket. But the early bird special is over. So anybody who's going on the trip now would have to pay the difference. And I'll let you know what the difference is at the meeting tonight.
Tonight, 7 p.m. at the Fusion, you're going to be able to hear more information about this trip to China. So give them a little snapshot. For those persons who just tuned in, they've been off on vacation wherever they've been, to the Netherlands, and now they're back. They're trying to tune into what's happening. Tell them what's
with you, Howard, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you need to go on this trip because, I decided to stop working for individuals very long time, like more than 20 years ago, I stopped working for individuals And when I came across going to China, I just fell in love with the place. I see what they have to offer, and I want to share this experience. And I've been sharing this experience with my fellow Bahamian brothers and sisters for the last 20 years, me and my partner, Omar.
Mm-hmm. You know, you guys have you told me so much, and for all those persons, like I said, if you're just tuning in, you haven't tuned into us for a little while, or maybe this is your first time tuning in, Howard Grant and the foundation is going to China. Let's be very clear about that.
I'm so happy that you're going with us. You know, that's an awesome thing, and you're going to see exactly what we're talking about, and you're going to be broadcasting from China. I just want you to know that, Howard, if it's 12 o'clock in the day there, it's 12 o'clock in the night here. So when you will be broadcasting from China, you will be broadcasting late up in the night. So they'll see me. We're going to be chatting with you. We're going to be sitting around the table with you, and we're going to have other persons coming in and talking with you. We're going to have some persons come from Beijing to talk to the Bahamian people and let them know what to expect from China.
Listen, y'all can see me in my Snuggie because we're going to be going live on the Foundation 242 page. I am extremely excited about this. If you want to be a part of this, ladies and gentlemen, come out to Fusion this evening, because we can make this a whole thing. Come out to Fusion this evening and find out more about this particular trip going to China, get this kind of a concept and idea of the early bird special, but understand that this is an investment for your future.
Of course
just sitting here talking to you, Tony, just sitting here talking to you, midstream and the conversation. I didn't know what we was talking about. One day you come tell me about pressure cleaning. The next day you come tell me about tires. The next day you come tell me about China. I said, I wrapped up. I said, but this man got all kind of things to do, right? But when you told me about the China trip, I recognized how the other businesses blossomed. And I'm sitting here listening to you, and I said to myself, I get to China. Just like that, I said, I get to China. I got everything.
You did tell me that, and I am happy that you're going on the trip with us. Let me get this up, Marvin. I'm getting ready to open up another business right now, and basically everything that I already order majority of my materials and supplies, all that come from China. The only thing that is going to be buying locally is the food. All the equipment and everything is coming from China. Mm-hmm. I'm not buying anything from the U.S. Mm-hmm. Seriously.
You know, I say that, and I listening to you, and while you're talking about these things, I say to myself, Jesus, you open up more business than Master P. You're doing a lot, my brother. You're doing a lot.
See, when COVID came, I had to pivot, and I had to pivot hard. I started out in the cleaning business. I started in the tire business. Then I educated myself on COVID, and I went in the COVID business. So I had a contract with a company, I wouldn't call their name, that paid for me to go to their businesses throughout the Bahamas dealing with COVID for them. So you see, you got to pivot. So I found out that, guess what? Food and water dealing with COVID was very important. So I decided to let me open up a restaurant. So that's what I'm doing. I'm opening a restaurant. It's going to be unique. It's going to be different. It has this very unique name, and we hope to do a lot of business. And eventually we will franchise this business. I guarantee you that, Howard. We will franchise this. And we're going to take this to the U.S. too. So I'm just trying to let you know that opportunities are there for you, Bahamian, my brothers and sisters. So you just need to, whatever idea you have, you could make it happen. I've made it happen. Omar's made it happen. And a couple of my other partners who has gone on, they've made it happen. I don't want to call their names.
No.
But you know them, Howard. You know them very well.
Mm-hmm. I know them. And before you tell me you was going to before I told you I was going, I didn't know this. But when you told me, it sort of solidified and confirmed in my spirit, oh yeah, we got to go to China now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You know, I've always been this kind of a guy that I want to be able to participate in life. I do. I am never envisioned or imagined myself at this kind of a mundane space just looking to survive. I know so many of us have become used to. It's just a part of our culture now. You just look for a position, you call in just regular jobs, careers. We're looking for an opportunity to exist, to find purpose in that. But sometimes we tend to forget, for the most part, that there is a significant purpose that exists within you, that you just need opportunity to access. I believe that this is the opportunity that you're looking for. Come on, I may be selling the thing too hard to you. I may be selling it too hard to them, Tony. I mean, talk to me. I may be kind of pitching the concept too hard.
Let's look at all of the homes that are being built right now. Mm-hmm. out east, out west, in Paradise Island, even in the Family Islands. Even locals. I just bought everything. I'm waiting on my daughter to come right now. I just renovated my house, and all the doors and windows came from China. So, the guys who, and I don't want to get nobody business because that's their business. The guys who selling you these doors and windows and stuff like that, where do you think they get them from? From China.
100%. Okay,
basically everything that is made in this world is basically made in China. I say 75 to 90% of everything that is made on this earth comes from China. And you could become a part of that. I'll even tell you how you could become rich, seriously, on one trip. Make your money on one trip. The plane ticket, the hotel, and make a profit. Now you got to go. Don't come there and tell me, Mr. Buddha, how can I do it? And you're not going. This is only for persons who are going with us on this trip. I guarantee you, you will make your money back. No hands down. Once you do what I tell you to do and follow my plan, you will make your money back. I've had people go on. I'm just going to say this. They don't mind me saying this. I had an individual went over. They bought back tennis. And then they eventually went back on another trip with us because they saw the lucrative market for that. And they got good quality tennis. I'm not going to say what brand, but you all know what brand I'm talking about. So there's opportunity for everybody.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, you need to stop it. You need
and there are a lot of things. The jewelry what I'll be having on tonight comes from China. And I bought all of my Independence jewelry from China. All.
Wow.
And I'm telling you how much I bought them for, and I'm not telling you. But if you go online and see what they sell them for, but I'm not telling you what I bought them for.
Give them the website so they can see where they can look at it.
No, but you can go on Facebook. Just go on Facebook. Just go on Facebook. Just go on Facebook. I sell stuff on Facebook. Like I said, I have my tire shop. I bring in tires from Japan and all that sort of stuff. I'm a global person. Okay? I bring in cars and all. So I'm a global person. I'm versatile. I'm doing everything.
My God.
And I just want to share what I've learned and teach you how you could become an entrepreneur. You could still keep your job. You could still keep your job. My nephew right now, I'm not going to say what he's selling. He has bought a whole bunch of stuff from China, and he is selling them very well. Every minute he's hopping in his car, making deliveries. So the opportunity is there, people. There's no excuse. If you want to do, if you want more, you have to do more.
Give me a number. Give me a number, Tony. Sorry.
455-9978. 455-9978. So all the persons who are already signed up, they're going to be at the meeting. Okay? And all new people, please come. Come ready to go. Because the longer you take, the price is going to go up.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay?
Let's go. If you want to be a part of it, yeah, my brother, thank you so very kindly, man. I do appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Lorenzo Antonio Bullard. He's going to be able to be out there this evening at 7 p.m. at the Fusion, 7 p.m. You could be able to get it. Give him a call, 455-99. He hung up already. 455-9978. 455-9978. He's going to shoot back to another job. I tell you, he got more jobs. I don't even know who to compare him to. He has so many jobs. It is obviously lucrative. He doesn't work for anyone, but he's always on the go, being able to do his thing out there. If you're out there, man, listen to me. Let's just shoot straight. I just want to touch this for you. If you're out there and you got a product, you got an idea, you got a way that you want to be able to get these things to, you got, my son's getting into design. He is extreme. I don't say this because I'm a father, right? Sometimes, as fathers, we could be more critical than anyone else. But my son is extremely creative. This dude could draw. I told you he's mad crafty in terms of being able to create these little things. He made a pants for the BGCSE for all of his, he made it out of the N95 mask, right? He made purse and clutch and everything out of material I had laying around the house. People want to purchase that from him. This guy is bad. My son, he is bad. he's going to China with me. We're going to buy him some material. We're going to be able to get his stuff there. I did some stuff to be able to get his logo done. He's going to be doing some clothes, some designing, some stuff like that. If that's what he's doing, baby, I support my son. So my point to you is that if you have something in your spirit, you have an idea, you wake up in the middle of the night, you start to doodle on these things, you talk about these things, you write it, you journal it, and you didn't know that there could come a time for you to be able to step out, this is the time. I mean, tomorrow is not promised to anyone. You can have a conversation about next year, April, March, all you want. But we go into China this year, God spare our lives. And by next year, next time, we should be at least $75,000 richer. Talk to me. I can't even get no amen. It's time for you to invest. Make a small investment to reap a real reward. I just want to kind of put that out there, guys. Fusion tonight, 7 p.m. You can be able to get that information, 455-9978. 455-9978. Guys, what we're going to do is take a commercial break. Then we're going to go to news and be right back on Small Business Thursday right here on the Foundation after this.
The Foundation. 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 The Foundation. The Foundation. The Foundation. The Foundation. The Foundation. Foundation.
The Foundation. We'll be back right after this.
The Foundation. The Foundation. The Foundation. The Foundation.
Bahamas Games? What was the purpose of the games?
The purpose is twofold. One, to bring Bahamians from throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas together through sports. And the second, to find talented athletes throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to be trained and possibly make it to the Olympic level.
When the games is?
This July 7th to the 15th.
For more info, call 322-1029.
Collect. The Bear of the Bahamas has given you 5,000 more reasons to be proud to be 50. Just purchase a 3-pack of Collect at participating liquor stores and bars for your chance to be one of our 5 lucky $1,000 winners. Winners will be announced every Friday starting June 9th. Collect's 5K giveaway to celebrate 50 years of independence is officially on. Just purchase 3 Collect for your chance to be one of 5 $1,000 winners. Follow Collect on social media for more details. Collect, the Bear of the Bahamas. Drink responsibly, babe.
You've tried everything. ASUS with your mother's cousin's sister's auntie, and even hiding your money under your mattress. But is your money safe? Your Bahamian dollar deposit in a member bank or credit union is insured up to $50,000. If anything happens, your deposit up to the insured value will be returned to you thanks to Deposit Insurance. Visit Deposit Insurance Corporation at www.dic.bf.
Protection for your money guaranteed with DIC.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Shopping is so rewarding with my Fidelity credit card. I get the best prices with price protection. Earn and redeem freedom points at my favorite stores. Get cash back. Plus, I booked a cruise. Get your Fidelity credit card today. Call 356-7764.
At a time when jobs are hard to find, crime is a concern, and Bahamians are uncertain about the future of the country, there is one paper you can rely on as your source of news and commentary. The Nassau Guardian delves deeper into the issues. We ask the tough questions. We tell your stories. If you haven't already, pick up a copy today. The Nassau Guardian. News and views that matter since 1844.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio, Howard Grant in your company, The Foundation, on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. Always a wonderful thing to be in your company. To kind of chop it down, you know that it's Small Business Thursday, so we're always talking about business, talking about concepts, ideas of being able to move forward and make these particular things happen. I am grateful to all those persons who are in here. Let me tell you something. The indecency is rich on these texts. I'm going to read one or two of these texts, and I'm going to get into my guest. It says, Mr. Grant, ask Mr. Butler to please lease me a piece of land to do some farming to help food security. Government be joking with farmland. You are wilding out, sir, with your text. He come in here to talk to us about Butler's Mart. You want his whole land. How you get deep down in the Butler's business? Anyway, I'm not going to fight you. That's what it is. It says, Howard, great show as usual. It is hot as hell, and this ain't the sun that we grow up with. I gone outside light brown, and I gone back inside crispy black. Listen, when you go outside, for all of you, I think it's a myth. Let me tell you why. I never used to use sunblock when I was young. So, you had your variations of colors on you. You look like a rainbow. I never did that. But now I see the importance of doing that. Guys, get your SPF 98. I don't know what number that we use in our skin tone, the melanin in our skin. But get your sunblock as you go there. Yesterday I had an opportunity to be able to chill on the beach side at the Bahama Hotel, and courtesy of some decent people. I'm grateful to that. They wanted me to go in the pool and all these things. And I said, no, I'm good right here. I slept like an old man. That was truly a siesta. I enjoyed that. Can I say that? I enjoyed that. So, guys, get your sunblock and do those things. And I want to say this. Something just came, SPF 30. Somebody said, I use SPF 30. I don't even know the color of your skin. Take a picture of your arm and send it. Let me see. Let me see if that works for me too, right? SPF 30. So, I want to say this. If you're out there right now, and I feel like I got to say this to you. If you're out there right now and you're in somebody's air condition and you're spraying out the ductless unit, you're taking the mold, the mildew out, you're doing all these particular things, it's 9,228 degrees outside, and you're listening to Howard Grant on The Foundation. Right now, you got the thing tuned up. You got the thing tuned up on Small Business Thursday, and you have not called me. You are wilding out. You're wilding out. What are you thinking? That you do this business on a day-to-day. You know what I recognize? There are a lot of people who are afraid that their cup runneth over. My God, can I do that? Can I say it like this? You are afraid that your cup runneth over. You just want these 5 businesses, that these 5 people who's coming to your shop, you just want that same 5. Now, if somebody dared at that 5, you're up the hill, you're up the creek. You need to get your business. And start to think like an entrepreneur. Start to think about like expansion. Start to think like direct marketers. Let's just do that, right? Start to think like that. In the studio with me today is none other than Ian Thomas. He's here being able to chop down some things and talk to us about these various stuff. Ian, my brother, you got to tell these people they got to think beyond their position, man. People just think for comfort. They don't think for expansion. Talk to me about it.
Hey, good afternoon, Bahamas. This is Ian Thomas from Direct Marketers. And Howard, you're definitely correct. A lot of people are kind of very happy with what they have, but I have a saying: want more, be happy with what you have, but want more. So if you have a business,
excuse me,
go ahead.
This ain't a saying for marriage, eh? I just speak it very clear.
Oh no! Hey, listen, I talk about business.
You got it. Well, I'm happy with my wife, but I want more. It's too much, sir. I don't know if we can. This don't apply to everything. This only apply to business.
No. Unless you're Muslim.
Excuse me. This is only for business
It's
in
only
our
for business.
society.
Yes,
Amen. Praise
yes.
God.
Happy with what you get.
You're doing a lot.
But want more.
Okay.
That's what it's all about. So feel free to give me a call, Ian Thomas at Direct Marketers. Remember, Direct Marketers, we do radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is and get the message out properly, please give me a call. Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, 552-0212, 552-0212.
That ain't how we do it. Fix it. 552-0212.
552-0212.
Come on, man. You got to be consistent with this thing.
Hey,
Come
listen
on.
here. Next week, I'm challenging you to a rap battle.
You can't beat me rapping,
Man,
sir.
I'm challenging you
This
to
is
a
what I do,
rap
sir.
battle.
You can
next
tell. You can tell.
Week. So
That's
you
it. I
better
freestyle my guts out right now.
get yourself
You
together.
gotta stop it, sir.
And I challenging Howard, and y'all could put
You challenge me to dance off, I still beat you.
So I come and I doing the latest stuff. You
Just
come
don't
here,
challenge me to run. I may not win.
You doing the Smurf. I kill you in the Smurf. I kill you in the prep.
Come on, man.
I kill you in the Roger Rabbit.
Come on, man.
Look at him.
I hit that word when
Don't
you not. You
play
can't
me,
take
man.
it. You
Don't play
can't
it.
take
Hey,
it.
listen here, man. Today, I'm so happy to be here with you. I got to talk about these clients that I've promoting today. But definitely, people have been calling me all week, Howard. They said, Ian, I love when you and Howard get together every week, every Thursday on
Let's get together.
on Thursday. And they love.
I know
people-
you don't remember that.
I do remember it. I don't remember all the words.
Parent Trap.
Yeah. And someone just messaged me a couple of minutes ago. They said, Ian, my whole family is practicing what you're doing. And I send my whole family what you say. And to tell Howard also, Howard, CYC. CYC, Howard.
CYC.
Conserve your cash.
Yes, I will.
That's the most important thing.
We talked about
ladies and
MILF
gentlemen.
also.
Yes,
I want to be a MILF.
You want to be a MILF. Everybody, it's so important nowadays to be a MILF because money ensures life's freedom.
Yeah.
You want to be a MILF?
Yeah.
I've been a MILF for years. You know?
I've only watched them from
You
afar
only
off.
watch MILF from afar.
I've never really
You
participated
only
in the
with
MILFdom.
them, in the MILFing.
Yeah, I've never
Hey,
done
listen
that.
here. You guys want, it's so hot. My electricity was out. I live in the East. My electricity was out 2 nights ago. And I wasn't happy that it was out, but I was happy about what happened. My electricity went out. 3 to 5 seconds later, boom, it comes back in just like that. Why? Because I have a standby generator. It's about time that you purchase a standby generator for someone you care about, including yourself. Maybe it's your mom, your dad, your entire family, whatever it is. You gotta have a business. Right now, you can get a standby generator made by Generac, which is a very strong brand. The 7.5 kW, that's $4,295. 14 kW, $6,295, and also the 22 kW, $7,895. They all come with the transfer switch, and that's included in the cost. And with the installation, you give us a call, and I'll turn you on to a certified Generac installer, and then he will give you a price for the installation. But you want a standby generator. You need it. It's too hot to be at the mercy of the power company. Please give me a call. Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, at 552-0212. 552-0212. You got it, man, Howard. So give me a call, man. You're going to get a standby generator. Howard, I still want to hook you up with that. You told me, Ian, just give you a couple of weeks.
You got to be very clear about these things because I'm still kind of wrapped up in the Babbitt conversation.
Oh, yeah.
So when you say, Howard, I want to hook you up.
I want to hook you up.
I didn't want to
with
kind
a
of transpose the
good
Babbitt
deal.
concept
I want
there.
to hook you up
Be very
with
clear
a
with me,
good
sir. Just be
deal
decent.
for a standby generator. And you know, you people out there, you want one. So give me a call. No matter if you're on the Family Islands, no matter where you are, I'm going to turn you on. Oh, also, if you work for government or you work for Atlantis or a quasi worker, that means you can be eligible for you can be eligible for loans from a private lending facility. You don't have to go to the banks or anything like that. That's not in-house financing, but I will turn you on to one of my 3 companies that I represent who are lenders. So that's a great thing, but you have to fit into that category: government worker, Atlantis, or quasi. And
You know what's crazy is that I see in this transitional time when persons being, especially around the summertime, I don't see them doing advertisement. They don't have to because they need to come talk to me.
I know. I called one yesterday. Of course, I can't call their name because we're not promoting them.
Exactly.
And then she said, "Oh, we'll have to talk to my people and they'll get back." But this is the time.
What y'all doing? You know how much people we talk to every day?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Every single day.
Listen, I was out last night to my.
These people won't go on vacation.
Yes.
They want to
Yes.
go on
Yeah.
vacation.
People want monies, and they can afford the payment plan that these companies do. So take advantage of it. Give me a call. I'll tell you how easy it is. Of course, my number again, 5520212. I want you to write it down so it can become a part of you.
5520212.
5520212.
You know, there's
So-
a number that I don't forget.
Mhm.
There's a number from Saturday morning cartoons
Mhm.
that was in the rhyme. Scruff McGuff. I don't know if you remember Scruff.
I remember Scruff McGruff. Yes.
McGruff,
Yeah.
Chicago, Illinois, 60652. I remember that. I cannot forget that.
Well, I can't. I remember that. I remember JG Wentworth, 876. Yeah. Well, I can't remember it right now because it put me on the spot. But that number stays with me and resonates.
87762.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
It's your money. You want it now.
Call JG Wentworth. I can't get these are jingles. This dangerous.
Are you serious?
These jingles dangerous. They don't get on your head.
Let's get what these people think. Yeah. Hey, listen, you're building. You need electrical done. You get yourself your electrician, but then you tell your electrician that they need to go and get all your parts from SHSS Electrical. SHSS Electrical. They have moved from their previous location on Mackey Street.
Be slow when you hit me with the SHSS.
SHSS Electrical.
Cool.
You know their number? 605-7777. 605-7777.
That's a lot of sevens, sir.
That's plenty sevens. So they were on Mackey Street opposite another place. I don't call their name. But now they used to be in the Henry F. Store building. But their new location is on Chesapeake. Specifically, they are in the old Minute Muffler building on Chesapeake Road. So once you turn off of Mackey Street onto Chesapeake, it's right there on the left-hand side, the old Minute Muffler building. That's the number one place, folks. Plus, you spend over $50, they're going to give you a discount. Now, this is what you can get down there. They offer a wide range of electrical supplies for both homes and businesses, including the Square D products. They have switches, combos, breakers, breaker panels, electrical wires, meter cans, LED bulbs, and those decorative ceiling fans. They got light fixtures with outdoor motion sensors and dusk to dawn security light bulbs. All the bulbs come LED because those other bulbs are becoming phased out. They're too costly and everything like that. So everyone goes there for those energy efficient bulbs. You have to go down there. That's the Store family. They're doing a wonderful job, and they're just giving back. And with the new location, everyone just loves it. Everyone, don't go anyplace else. Don't go out west. Don't go other places in Palmdale. Don't go on Tonic Williams Dallin Highway. I ain't calling no names. You got to go to SHSS Electrical.
Don't go nowhere else. Just go here.
Don't go no place else. Just come.
SHSS Electrical.
SHSS Electrical.
605-7777.
Yes. Now, most electricians know that's where they can find everything right there. Like I said, you will receive 10% discount off of your bill once you spend $50 or more. So give them a call. 605, finish the rest, Howard.
7777.
That's it. 605-7777.
Seven.
Yep, and you can get yourself all your electrical supplies down there at a great price. Tell the Store family, hey, I heard Ian and Howard talking about you guys on 96.9 FM, and it seems like you guys are doing amazing stuff. And they are doing amazing stuff. That's why every week they're like, Ian, you do a lot of marketing for us in all different areas, but it seems a bit more effective whenever you're on Howard Grant Show.
I see what you did there.
Oh, man.
I like what you did there.
That's a spin.
Call them and let them know that Howard is coming from some
Yeah,
electrical stuff. Remember this project I told you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to need some electrical
You're
stuff.
definitely going to need some
No,
electrical
I'm
stuff.
serious.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're adding on, like I said, you're adding an Airbnb or to your home, or you have an apartment or apartment complex, whatever you're doing, this is where, get whatever electrician you need, but get your electrical supplies from them. Great deal, great family, honest, reliable, and everybody in the Bahamas knows that the Store family is synonymous with knowing all the proper things to do to get your electrical portion of your building all together. So go ahead and do it, man. Wonderful company, 605-7777. I got off the phone late yesterday. This was late yesterday. The phone rang, and Ms. Doreen Roll from Rolls Auto, she said, Ian, I hear you and Howard. You and Howard had me laughing so much last week. She said I was going to call you in a couple of weeks to promote this new Mecca Tool lubricants. Mecca Tool lubricant. Are you familiar with that? These are oils. These are motor oils. So if you want to call it motor oil or engine oil, whatever you want to call it, it's anyone knows that is the lifeblood of your vehicle. We all know that. And grabbing any old oil off the shelf, that could cost people hundreds or thousands of dollars in car maintenance. So I was happy when Ms. Rowe called me yesterday. They let me know that Mecca Tool Lubricants, they're now the sole distributors of it. So they want me to tell the entire Bahamas what's happening down there. So Mecca Tool Lubricants are the detergent formulas engineered to provide maximum protection in all weather conditions, especially in this extreme heat that we experience here in the Bahamas. The brand has been proven to meet and exceed all requirements for automobiles and heavy-duty trucks. And Rolls, they carry this now. They carry all the grades for every car, every type that you have that's on our roads here in the Bahamas. So whether you have a small Japanese car or you have an American car, you might be driving a bubbler or a luxury car, a jitney, a dump truck, a tractor, you will find the proper engine oil weight right there at Rolls Auto. Now, let me give you the number for Rolls first. I was going to wait till the end.
Where's
But the number is,
where's the located?
you know where to look at it? Rolls Auto is on East Street South. And they're open up 7 days a week. That's what I like. Their phone number is 392-1122. 392-1122. That's Rolls Auto. So, like I said, no matter what kind of car you have, they are the sole distributors of the Mecca Tool lubricants. They're all blended, the most sophisticated techniques overseen by strict quality controls. Only the best anti-wear additives that they add. That's the detergent and the detergents. Sorry, that's what I wanted to say. They have the highest viscosity. You know what viscosity is?
Mm-hmm.
What viscosity is?
It's the opposite of velocity.
Okay, that's good.
No, I just go ahead. Go ahead.
The most have a high viscosity index. That means it helps the oil burn more efficiently in the car, so you have a better output with your engine.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a wonderful thing. Every car enthusiast knows that the best oils must have a high viscosity index, plus thermal and oxidation stability to ensure that your engine performs at its peak. Immediately after you go ahead and you change your engine oil, and you use Mecca Tool oils, your engine will sound noticeably different. And not only that, your car will last a whole lot longer, and the ride's going to be so much smoother. It's going to be something that you definitely is going to you're going to be able to feel when you're
Small Business
driving.
Thursdays is a wild thing for me.
You learn a lot, eh?
I'm sitting here. Every time I do Small Business Thursday, I'm
Mhm.
sitting here and I'm intrigued by these businesses and opportunities that exist because I just tuned up my truck the other day.
Wow.
I just tuned up my truck the other day.
Okay.
But now, as you talk about this viscosity and expansion thereof and all
Yes.
these things like that, then I'm thinking to myself, is this good oil for my truck?
This is great oil. A lot of Bahamians, a lot of people are stuck on certain brands that they know. I can't call the other brands. When you think about oil, you know the top 2 or 3, right?
Yeah,
That
which
just
is
comes to
easily
mind.
accessible when you walk in a gas
Easy
station.
accessible,
Yeah.
yes. But with the Mecca, pardon me, with the Mecca Tool lubricants, that's all the different oils. When I say lubricants, with the Mecca Tool lubricant, it just is it feels different. I had an oil change about 2 weeks ago. Miss Roll down there at Rolls Auto, she says, Ian, I want you to try this. I want you to try this and tell me how it feels. I had a little shaking in my car before. The car runs absolutely beautiful, like the first day when it drove off of the lot. Well, I wasn't the first person to have it, but I assumed that's how it felt. That's how smooth it is. And the car it sounds so much better. It's smooth and everything. And she says it's going to last so much longer. So this is a brand new, it's not brand new. The brand is not new, but it's brand new to the Bahamas. And I'm so glad that Rolls Auto was able to secure the distribution rights for the Caribbean. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to go ahead and do an oil change soon, please ask for Mecca Tool lubricants. That's the Mecca Tool oils. And also, if you have a small business, mom and pop store, whatever it is, a small mechanic shop, start bringing this in and introducing it to your clients. And for individuals, like I said, if you have a small business or so forth, and you want to buy in bulk, they have great deals for individuals who want to buy cases and so forth. So this is different. Write it down. Mecca Tool lubricants. So you're driving on right now. Your car need no oil change. How long should you wait?
8,000 degrees outside.
Yeah. How long should you wait for a
90 days.
child? Absolutely right. Howard is correct. Everyone knows. I'm not going to be sexist. A lot of women don't take that into, even men don't take that into consideration. 3 months, your car should have an oil change. Some people go a year, even more, without changing the oil and wondering why they're burning so much oil at the gas station so frequently. And like you said, it's so hot. With the heat, that's just adding more.
You got to get a tune-up. You got to be able to get your car,
yes.
get your car tuned up and serviced accordingly. Change your oil. Make sure all your fluids are where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you get your AC because you got your AC running hard. I tell you, you're breathing hard. Your vehicle is breathing hard now. So you want to make sure all your oil's in the right place. Go down to Rolls Auto. Which is the Mecca Tool lubricant.
Yes.
East Street South 392-1122.
Right, you got it. They're open up 7 days a week.
7 days
and
a week.
individuals who
Sunday
purchase
too?
it. Yep, definitely.
That's wild.
They were the first. From I was a little kid, my uncle, God bless the dead, he's passed on now. He was a mechanic. He introduced me when they were at the other location on East Street, but not as deep south as they were. And he would go like, "I'm fixing your car. Let's go to Rolls." I said, "It's Sunday." He said, "Rolls is open." They were the first. Then other companies came and followed suit. But it's a wonderful company. I love Doreen Roll and the family and Bernie down there and everybody there. So the phone number is 392-1122, 392-1122 East Street South. And
That's
also,
good. I'm glad to know that they open on Sundays because if you go to the early service on Sunday, right?
Yes.
And you get home now, you're all charged up. You ain't sleeping no more.
Right.
You could find something to do.
You could find something to do.
Go change, fix up your car.
Good. And also, Rolls Auto, what I like about them, a lot of people don't know if they haven't been there in a while. They sell automotive parts for your car, all the gaskets and plugs and everything that you need for your car. They have all that, but they also have an electrical department, plumbing department, gardening department, electronics, and appliances. So you can go and then you can buy television, you can buy rugs, you can buy rakes, you can buy refrigerators and stoves and televisions and all kind of different things.
East Street South?
East Street South at Rolls Auto. I mean, it was a beautiful brainchild of Mr. Roll, the father. But then when it was passed down to Doreen and her siblings and stuff like that, and they're down there, they just changed the whole dynamics down there. It's a wonderful place. It's like it's my own little Walmart.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, especially on Sundays, because that's the only time you get the traffic ain't moving heavy.
No.
You understand?
Yeah.
And Sunday's the day that, thank God the traffic isn't moving heavy. We go to church very early and we come back and look to occupy our time with something.
Occupy your time, and it gives those guys who like to work on their cars. You know what? I would have done this because I work 5 days a week. I was saving the weekend. Now, if I run into a little issue, I can run by Rolls and pick up something I need. He can pick up a
Even
part
if you're
for the
washing
car,
your car.
pick up the car, and
you got your chamois there.
Yeah. And the wife can go inside. She might get some, maybe a toaster.
No. For God's sake, keep your wife on the car.
Okay, don't let your wife go
Jesus
inside.
God.
Let her sit in the car and watch TikTok videos.
Let her go inside without the credit card. I was like, you gotta figure these things out.
Now you say,
You
you
spend all
sit
the
right
money.
there. They have a security by the door.
That's what you can tell her.
Yeah, you sit
You
right
sit here.
You
That's
sit
what you can
right
tell
there, yeah. Don't look around.
You
look
have
at your
no
phone.
Sunday dinner. I
Look
can
at
see
your phone.
I can see you hungry.
Well, I could
on
be
Sunday.
on the way home. I just pick up myself with chicken.
Okay, go on then. Do your
Hey,
thing.
listen here, man. That's Rolls Auto. Go down there, check out. Everything's happening down there. 392-1122 East Street South, 7 days a week. Get everything you need and more. So that's wonderful. Someone called me right now asking me about generator. Hey, you still want that generator? Please give me a call. Ian Thomas, Direct Markers. Get yourself a standby generator made by a strong brand, Generac. Remember, the generators start from as low as what the generator started now? The price started as low as, make me even forget now. These people, I got to switch back people, so just excuse me for a second. $4,295 for the 7-point KW. That's the standby generator. 14 kW, $6,295, and the 22 kW, $7,895. Don't forget, these generators can also be shipped to the Family Islands. We ship like about 13, 14, 15 generators a week. So that is a good thing there. Last week we talked about, it was last week, we talked about Roadrunners, which is like the Uber of the Bahamas. Right.
Yeah.
We spoke about them. Individuals, you don't have a car, your car might be in the shop, whatever's going on right now, you need a ride.
We did speak about this.
Yes, we did. Do you want a ride to go any place? You need to call Roadrunners right now. If you're familiar with Uber, that's in the United States or all over the world, it's a ride-sharing company just like that. Let me give you the phone number, 806-0835. 806-0835. 806-0835. Like I said, It's a magnificent company. I've been
Stop
working along
letting your
with them.
pretty girlfriend catch the bus.
Yeah, don't let your girl catch the bus. You could say, hey, honey, I wish I can get off from work or whatever it is right now. Stay home. I'm going to send you a driver. The Uber.
Them fellas on the bus got game, you know.
Right. The Roadrunners, which is like I said, the same setup as the Uber that you're familiar with in the United States. They will come there. They will pick up. All the drivers are licensed. The vehicles are insured, and these guys have been properly vetted. So you don't have to worry about some person who's
You
not.
want to say hack up.
You whatever coming to come pick up your mom, your girlfriend, yourself, the children from school. You don't.
Oh, this is a
want that.
different type of hack up.
These are are different types of
It's adjacent.
a
That's what you're talking about.
beautiful ride sharing company. So, like I said, it's these guys.
I think we got to paint this picture for this, guys, because I just want to be very clear. You got your girlfriend catching bus all the way to Yamacroft. I got to paint this picture. Your girlfriend, she's pretty.
She's pretty.
She got all of her, she got the
she got
edges
her
together.
frontal on.
Right? She got the edges
she
together.
Got her hair. She got her face beat.
She doing the thing.
Her face
sweating, she tapping, right?
Nails on
right?
10.
Tapping. She coming to see you.
Yeah.
You didn't tell her, yeah, baby, don't worry about that. Here, take this $10 quarters and catch a bus.
Yes.
You gave her that.
Yeah.
Now she coming to see you, but you didn't anticipate that these fellas on the bus, they got game.
These guys have been.
They snuggle up to your girlfriend and say, listen, baby girl, if you was my girl.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
Listen, if you was my girl, I'd never let you catch bus. But you on the bus with her. She wrapped up in
the name of Jesus, don't let your girl sit to the front of the bus.
That's it. Call Roadrunners today.
Your wife.
806-0835.
Hey, listen, it's so like I said, it's a ride-sharing community that allows anyone or anything to be transported quickly, safely, and affordably. So if you're living in Nassau, Freeport, or Abaco, I urge you guys to call Roadrunners at least once. You guys are going to love it. So imagine a food delivery service from your favorite eatery, packages picked up, school pickups and drop-offs, work pickups, UPS pickup and drop-offs. Want to go to the grocery store? Call Roadrunners. You want to make a bank deposit? That's not a problem. If you have an elderly person, they're at home, they want to go to the pharmacy or go to NIB to get verified, you can give them a call. You can give them a call, right? Let me give that number because someone's asked me right now.
806-0835.
Yep,
806-0835. That's Roadrunners, ladies and gentlemen. I got to take this commercial break.
Definitely.
We talked about 4 or 5 different companies. We're going to dive into it. Let me get back with Direct Marketers and Ian Thomas right after this.
Yep.
The foundation.
The Foundation. We'll be back right after this.
The foundation. The foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
The Bahamas Public Parks and Public Beaches Authority invites all private companies and civic organizations to adopt a roundabout. This is your chance to stand out from the crowd, beautify and enhance our local areas for residents and tourists alike, just in time for the 50th anniversary of our independence. With this opportunity, you can engage persons on the go, generate media interest, and promote your company. Stand out and celebrate 50. For more information, you can call 242-604-3750.
At Marco's Pizza, try the Pepperoni Magnifico, Sausage Magnifico, or the Ultimate Magnifico Pizzas, starting at $18.50. The new bold Magnifico Pizzas are loaded with your choice of either Old World sausage or pepperoni and traditional pepperoni or sausage, topped with Roma San seasoning, made with Marco's original sauce and 3 cheeses. Order the new Magnifico Pizzas on Marco's Pizza Bahamas app or online. Available for a limited time.
Collect. The Bear of the Bahamas has given you 5,000 more reasons to be proud to be 50. Just purchase a 3-pack of Collect at participating liquor stores and bars for your chance to be one of our 5 lucky $1,000 winners. Winners will be announced every Friday starting June 9th. Collect's 5K giveaway to celebrate 50 years of independence is officially on. Just purchase 3 Collect for your chance to be one of 5 $1,000 winners. Follow Collect on social media for more details. Collect, the Bear of the Bahamas. Drink responsibly, babe.
At Ron's Electric Motors, they repair and rewind all major brands of electric motors, including water pumps, generators and generators back end, welding machines, electric lifts, air compressors, battery chargers, and more. They're equipped to handle up to 850 kilowatts and rewind up to 450 horsepower motors. They're conveniently located on the corner of Wolf and Clarence Roads and are open weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays till noon. They offer 24 hours emergency assistance. You can reach them at 242-356-0249.
A lot of folks are wondering, what is the Agrarian Awards? It's an award show to celebrate the people who produce the food that feeds the country. So September 16th, we're giving out trophies and money to young farmers, backyard farmers, sheep runners, goat herders, pea pickers, onion planters. Basically, everyone. But we couldn't fit all that on the invite, so we put Agrarian Awards instead. Go to adobahamas.org to find out how to nominate your favorite agrarian. The Agrarian Awards, September 16th.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company, live and in full effect on this Small Business Thursday. I'm sitting here with my good friend from Direct Marketers, Ian Thomas. He's just being here. And on the break, I'm telling him that I got some kind of feedback about Small Business Thursday when we initially kicked it off, right? People didn't know. They didn't know what I was doing. What is she doing? So forth and so on. I tell you, these things come out of a necessity. These things come out of experience and understanding that I've traveled this road. I know that you need marketing and you ain't got the money. Now, you could play like you got the money. Mm-hmm. You can play like that. That's your business. But I am telling you that you need marketing for your business. You know how many businesses that we've heard about that I didn't even know do this stuff? Mm-hmm. And as soon as they came here, started to talk to a wider audience, they called me back and say, Howard, you would not believe.
Response.
You would not believe the amount of persons. And that's what we do here.
Definitely. And I'm so glad because, you know, you'd come by my house and we'd have conversation. You said, Ian, this is before you were affiliated with any station. And you said, Ian, this is what I want to do. And I said, Howard, it's a great idea. And you said, you know what, how would it translate with the listeners? And you were like, I know it's going to be receptive, but and then you were on the fence. But you kept Stern. I guess that's why you're Howard Stern. So you kept Stern.
No, I Howard Stern. No. I ain't throwing baloney at nobody. I can do that.
So you kept Stern, and you said, "Hey, Ian, this is going to work." And this is just taking off.
Oh, you got to stay committed.
Everywhere I go, I'm in the food store.
Stay committed.
I'm out by the beach, and people go, "Listen, I love to listen to you guys together," but they love you just by yourself. I'm just extra.
My wife told me that, she said, I was in the lobby the other day. This woman run up to me and she's just laughing. And she's like, Miss, I love your husband.
Wow.
My wife, I said, what? So she said, yes, these women on yesterday, they love you. I said, what? This is what? She said, the next day I go to drop her, right? Yeah. So she says, I don't know if your lover's inside, right? I said, baby, you're wilding out.
I can see your wife.
Way too much.
He said, Miss, look at you won't get double backhand slappy.
And she's smarter than him.
Yeah.
Boy, look at
that's something. And listen here, someone just asked me for the number for Roadrunners again. Roadrunners, the phone number, 806-0835. Don't let the fact that you won't get no car, your car ain't working, don't let that stop you from going where you have to go here. Call Roadrunners. They will pick you up. They take cash. They take credit card. They do that. And individuals who
only
want
thing
to...
they don't take?
What's that?
Is them coupons from...
From the food store?
From food store on Sunday.
Okay, then.
I'd be trying to pay people with them all the time.
I try.
Like, do you take these for the peanuts, sir?
I try to say,
take 12 of these, sir.
Someone tries to stuff inside you. Hey, buddy, you want to take my Bitcoins?
Excuse me, sir. Take 12 of these coupons.
And you can visit them on Facebook also. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. 24/7 transportation service that delivers food, and packages. Need a personal driver or chauffeur? Call them, 806-0835, Roadrunners, #1 company. I love them. They sometimes when I come to the show and I ain't driving, they just drop me here, you know. And I just tell the guy when they come back and pick me up.
Really?
Yeah, I just come right here and I say, I don't want to drive today, boom. It's because driving's really not that fun too much because the roads are overcrowded. And of course, you have a lot of pools out there with our holes.
Yeah.
But they're pools.
I see what you did
Yeah.
there.
So go ahead, give them a call, have yourself a personal
And they're
driver.
affordable. I think we should say that. They're
What's that?
affordable.
They're extremely affordable.
Yeah, you got to let people know.
They're extremely affordable.
Yes,
but
people
call,
think
call
these
them
things-
call them and try it
Find out for
out.
yourself.
And they're safe. They are safe, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
806-0835 Roadrunners. It's the Bahamian Uber. Go check them out.
Cheaper than your cousin who you call
Cheaper
the
than your
company.
cousin come around, yeah, you
Because your cousin, you got to feed your cousin gas and some
Number
minutes.
$10.
My God.
Ain't nothing inside that either.
My God.
What is it?
You got to feed him, right? You got to feed him. Put gas in the car
on the way driving
and put something in his pocket.
Pick up two collect.
That's something, because it ain't just food. They need something to taste also. They need something to drink also. It's too much. It's too
Man,
much.
listen, yeah,
Call
give them a
Roadrunners.
call, man. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, Premix. They don't need any big time advertising. Are you familiar with Premix?
No, I'm writing this down right now because I tell you, I do my
Premix,
project. I need all these
Precision
things.
Mixed Concrete Company Limited. They're located off Tonic Williams Darling Highway, sitting squarely on the city dump landfill road. I called them the other day. Well, I would call the other day, a couple months ago, and I was trying to figure out if I should use tiles or just pour the entire patio with the concrete. They gave me a quote that was so good. I went ahead with it. I extended the patio with the project, and it came out amazing. So if you need concrete or anything like that, and you're doing a big job, no mixing and no waiting, call Premix. They're the #1 concrete company in the Bahamas. They just want to say, listen, tell Howard and the entire Bahamas to let them know that we are celebrating 50 years, and they are so proud that the Bahamas has elevated them and pushed them to be the #1 concrete company in the Bahamas. No one else is even on par with them. Go down there, check them out if you need anything done. But all the big contractors and everybody already knows about them. But I use them. I'm not a big old contractor. I just needed extra concrete to go on the back patio.
Couple
And they
yards,
came
that's
back.
it.
Yeah. And it didn't make any sense. Guys were waiting, trying to figure out, is it going to rain today to start mixing the concrete? No, they just came there with the truck, poured, and left. My mason was there. He straightened everything out. Premix, #1 company. I love you guys. You're doing a great job. Continue doing it. And
Give me the number for Premix.
the number for Premix, they're not worried about the number. They just said they just want to go ahead and be a part of the show. They said go and find
All right,
them.
so tell Premix, I got a project. Listen to me. This is no game. Howard looking for, I want to do this project within a particular budget.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to SH. Okay, so let me give you this insight to the project, right?
Okay, go ahead.
People like when I
Go ahead,
I let them in my business a little
Go
bit.
ahead, man. Go
okay,
ahead.
so let's go.
Love yourself.
I got a studio location.
Yes, you told me this. Uh-huh.
Okay. I've been working on the studio location for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be taking the foundation live every day on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay. Well, on social media. So
Right.
we go through my website. We're going to do, so we're upscaling everything.
Okay.
Right. And I've just gotten an opportunity to be able to do this location. It's a beautiful location. It's kind of an old one. I got to
Yeah.
put some stuff on. I got to put
Right.
a roof on.
Okay.
And do some stuff like that. Right. But it's such a beautiful location, a serene location that I want to kind of do some stuff. I need electrical stuff from SHSS.
Yes,
I
definitely.
need Capital Lumber to be able to help me. Out as it relates to being able to do some stuff like that. I need
Okay.
premix.
Yes.
Right. I may need a ride every so often from Roadrunner.
From
to get
Roadrunners,
there, right?
yes,
'Cause
yes.
if I want the
Definitely.
vehicle, right. I need a generator. I need all these things.
All
and
these
Rose
things,
Auto, as I'm
yeah.
listening to them,
Mhm.
they have stuff there also that I can be able to utilize. Right.
Yes.
Maybe one of those televisions in there.
Yes.
And this is what you're doing, guys. If you're doing any projects, if you have anything done, and I told you I go into China, and as we come back, we can bring some things back. So we need to have a place to put them.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Set your stuff up
definitely.
accordingly.
Yeah.
So Premix could be able to do something.
Premix definitely, and I'm sure he'll be willing to do something additional, not just for you, but definitely for you. And then also, as you tell the people the kind of experience you had with the company, that would be. Also,
You know what popped in mind when you started to talk about Premix? there is this repurposing.
Oh, yes.
There's a repurposing that's happening, right? People are using their creativity and innovation in a way that you can be able to see something beautiful come out of it. What I did before was a restaurant called Palette Pleaser. So everything was made out of palettes. But I've been looking on Pinterest, I've been looking on Instagram and looking at other spaces of these creative concepts.
Yes.
And a lot of people have concrete tabletops.
I've seen that. I just saw it.
But
the
they
other
put a little
day.
glass in it and then they sand it down
Oh,
and,
yes,
and
yes,
polish
yes,
it.
yes, yes,
It
yes,
is
yes.
bananas.
Yes, I love that. I
The
love
thing
that.
is crazy.
And I love the epoxy.
And they do
finish
the
too.
epoxy
yeah,
finish
I love
also.
that also.
right?
Yes.
So you go down there and tap into these DIY projects and be able to do something real nice.
I didn't know you
don't
were that kind of guy who likes.
I
stuff
like that type of
Yeah.
What? I like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, it's using your creativity.
What?
You're very creative. Yes.
Yeah, because I want something nice, but I might not necessarily be able to afford it.
Yeah.
So I got to create this nice thing.
And your project is going to be a one of a kind, unique.
It's going to be beautiful.
product.
I might tell you the truth.
Yeah.
We're going to have a soft opening for all those persons who want to come down and have little hors d'oeuvres with us, or what do people say? Hors d'oeuvres?
Hors d'oeuvres. Yeah, hors d'oeuvres. Yeah.
If you want to come down and do that, it's going to be probably the last quarter of this year after I get everything up and open. I'm excited about this.
I like how you put it out there, like in the little teasers.
I got to let people know, man, because guess what? The tradition of this is that you come here and you talk on the radio, but how do we do? I feel like there is room to have a bigger conversation, to bring in some people.
Yes, yes.
I'm listening and watching other person's podcasts and watching all these things, and I have access to these guests.
Are you going to
So why
invite
not?
a lot of these guests in?
Yes. I'm going
as
to
a-
Atlanta. We just
Uh-huh.
confirmed Big Gip, if you know Big Gip.
No.
You don't know Big Gip from Outkast Goody Mob. Okay, so you know Outkast Goody Mob.
Yes, yes,
There's
yes.
a group called the Dungeon Family. right?
Okay.
So he was a part of the Goody Mob,
Oh, okay.
which is CeeLo and all of
Yes,
these
yes,
guys.
I know them.
We just confirmed him.
Mhm.
We also confirmed, we're going to confirm, we're looking to be able to get a confirmation back
Mhm.
from Killer Mike and Dr. Jamal Bryant.
Okay, man, you got some people coming up there
I ain't
and
play no games.
supporting you.
I'm gonna be able to support me. I'm just happy to be able to be in a position that I can have these conversations.
Wow.
And guess what? Sometimes they just don't have. This is a market of 400,000 people,
Mhm.
right? And if we're lucky, we get 150,000 people to be listening to us
yes.
outside of the election season,
Right.
right? So it's not a market that necessarily attracts these persons, but if you want them, if you intrigue them at least with a conversation, you sometimes got to go out to them.
Yes.
So if you go
Reach
out to
out,
them, you have
yes.
to create a space to do that.
Yes, yes. Wow. Well, I
That's what I
mean,
wanna do.
yeah. Well, you are a good planner. This is proper planning. It's not nothing that's kicking
That's a
off
little
right
teaser.
now. It's the end of the.
Hopefully, it inspires somebody else to do that also.
Yes. Wow.
Because expansion is necessary in this time. We can't continue to be able to do the exact same thing and expect different results.
Wow, man! Listen, I used to say that a lot. I said that anyway. I'm not gonna say it, but I say it around election time when things are happening.
Okay.
You know,
Sir.
you want to.
I know the
you wanna
DNA.
do-
I know the DNA. So it's a lot.
Yeah, okay, well,
it's,
let's-
it's a lot
let's-
what you're doing.
yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Moving right along.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Listen, you're having problems in your knees, your ankles, or in your fingers. You need the Sonic Extreme knee band, ankle band, and gloves. I'm sure somebody listening right now is plagued with joint pains, and if it's you or someone you care about, you need this new incredible Sonic Extreme line of compression products. Sufferers of aches and pains and wobbly knees, call right now, 552-0212. Why would you want to agonize in pain any longer? You want to get the Sonic Extreme knee band, ankle band, and gloves. They're guaranteed to give you that firmness and the firmness that you desire, that you've been wanting for a very long time. Not to mention their newly repatented compression gloves. They're known to relieve that throbbing in your fingers that you may be experiencing at times. It's easy to get, easy to put on, and the comfort goes. The comfort is there. The discomfort goes away almost immediately. If you're dealing with an old injury that you sustained years ago, you need joint relief. Call right now. The compression line of these Sonic products. They are really work. Hundreds agree that it's an instant relief. Like I can't say that enough. Instant relief as soon as you slip them on. They're made from innovative microfabric. And these products are redefined. What that means is they actually give you, actually promote a pain-free movement. When I go and I mow the lawn, before I do that, I put on my knee bands. It's not the same as before, and I feel really good.
What you mean? Your body.
Yeah, your body. Yeah, your body.
It's not
your
the
body
same as
is-
before.
Yeah, so it ranges.
You only say this when it comes to mowing the lawn.
When mowing the lawn.
You-
Otherwise,
any
I'm
other
good to go.
participation, you need to stop it, sir. You need to stop it.
So no matter what size you are, you might be slim. They have the sizes go from extra small to 3XL, and
So if you got a big knee
you got a big knee
or big ankle,
ankle,
my God.
you can do that. Like I said, give me a call 552-0212. The ankle bands are $30 for one, $55 for the pair. Knee bands $25 for one, $45 for a pair, and the gloves $45. You need deliveries only $5. But put it on. I'm telling you, you don't need to be in pain any longer. If you're on the Family Islands, we also deliver to the Family Islands. It's great. I sold my neighbor
So how's the glove
a pair
look?
yesterday. Excuse me?
How's the glove look?
It almost looks like a
Is it just for the hand or is it for the wrist also?
It's no,
Does
it's
it go
just for
down
the
to the
hand.
wrist? Okay.
Yeah, it's just for the hand.
There's a lot of persons I see that after they get a certain age who type a lot, they do carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel, yes.
They have carpal tunnel.
There's a friend of mine. She has the same birthday as me and everything. Same day, same month, same year, everything. And I saw her one day, and she had two gloves on. But she said she couldn't go to work. She worked in the courts, and I was like, "What happened?" She said,
Is he a stenographer?
"Yes."
Okay.
She said that was carpal tunnel
I can see
because
it.
she was the one who introduced me to that. I didn't know anything about
Yeah.
it. She said it's excruciating pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like
guess
shooting pain.
yeah. It's almost like restless leg syndrome.
Yeah.
But it's in your fingers. Listen, no matter what age you are, listen, if you're a young person and you do the sports, you go, you might be running or jumping or whatever that is, mom's, dad, get it for them so it can protect. Because like I said, like I tell people, after your cartilage in your knee is gone, it doesn't grow back. You know that.
Yeah.
Once cartilage is gone, that's it. It's bone rubbing on bone. Protect what you have. If you go walking in the morning or late in the evening time, you're that type of person, you go to the gym, get yourself the ankle bands. It's going to protect your knees, your ankles, well, the knee band and the ankle bands. And if you need any problem with
Especially
the
for these
gloves.
guys out here who playing like they young.
Yes.
55 years old, 60 years old, you on a basketball court, say, watch it now. You know I got this
Yeah,
crossover.
yeah.
Bam!
And
Your
one
ankle
injury,
gone.
one injury can take a long time because, your body's not like how it was years ago where it can just go ahead and fix itself. Some injuries stay around for a very long time and it becomes a part of you for the remaining part of your life.
So what you call it? Sonic
The Sonic Extreme
knee
line of
and
products.
ankle band.
Yes, the Sonic Extreme line of compression products. That's the knee band, the ankle band, and the gloves, starting from as low as $25 for the knee bands. And that's for one, $45 for the pair. The ankle bands, $30 for one, $55 for a pair. And the gloves, $45 for a pair. Get yourself.
I'm
you
excited
need
about
it.
this. When we kick this off, when we kick off this new iteration of the foundation, people are going to be seeing you live.
You serious?
I'm telling you.
My sick. You mean I got
So
the bed?
Yeah, but you can bed or don't bed.
Just come here.
It is
What happened to you?
television. You only offended
I
Howard.
just wash my face.
You only offended Howard. You only offended nobody else. They can't smell you. I can smell you.
I would say, I'm doing the show with him. Why I'm speaking like this, I have my nose.
Right? So you bring these products and that person see it because it gives them an opportunity to understand that this is an the authenticity of what it is.
Yeah. Now, I didn't know the other day, because I just came in a T-shirt. I have a proper shirt on today. And then that was the day that the show was on video online. I mean, I wasn't terrible. That was like,
GaudyTalkRadio.com.
yeah, and I was like, what?
GaudyTalkRadio.com.
Tell the people how to get this show, because I go and I watch it and I listen to it later on, and I listen to it on Spotify.
Yeah. When you go to GaudyTalkRadio.com, you can be able to pick it up. All the shows are there. You can be able to click on any one of the things. You'll see Howard right there. Click on that. You can be able to see it. It pops right up over to the right-hand corner of the app. You can be able to click on. Once we're on, you can click on it and you can see it there, right? So you won't be able to go back. I don't know if you can go back. No,
The different
actually,
days?
You can.
Yeah, but I'd be on that website
Yes,
more than you.
yes.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to Howard on his own show.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. You go on the site and you click on, you can choose the day that you want to listen to.
Yes.
Now, last week, Thursday's show wasn't on. That's when I wrote you on the weekend. I said, Howard, but you didn't answer me back. Ladies and gentlemen, Howard didn't answer me back. I'm mad.
You know what I was doing this weekend?
Don't tell me, because this kid's driving.
Praise God.
Yeah. So you can go on the website and you can go hit your name with your show, and you can choose the day that you want to listen to. So that's what it is, and then you can listen to this whole show all over again. But go ahead, get yourself the line of compression products. Give me a call, 552-0212. 552-0212.
Make sure you get your other products out before we get out.
Yeah, I know. We've got 5 minutes to go. Samsung Privacy Screen. People call me today. I have a lady. She wants 6 pieces tomorrow. If you're tired of people looking into your yard, invading your privacy,
Or tired looking out at other people.
or looking at yes, and you might have some nosy neighbors. That's
My
what a lot of
God.
people call me. They say I got some nosy neighbors, and
My God.
they look at everything I do. You might not have a wall, but you have a chain link fence. You can get the privacy
Jenny
screen.
been shopping, eh? My God, that's a lot of buying.
You get any sugar? No.
Then
You can lie, eh?
Let me two cream. Let me two cream. Best if you get me. I just see you on shop today.
Are you serious?
Get your privacy creams.
I had a neighbor used to come by. You got any limes? I give him 2 limes. Couple minutes later, like half an hour. You get any sugar? Yeah. I said, let me guess. You're making lemonade. He
gotta ask you for water.
For everything.
If he gotta ask you for water.
One thing left. I say, Mo, he bet you want water next.
You want everything?
He get everything.
Point at the pump. Go to the pump and get water.
Yeah. But if you're tired of people knowing everything what happening in your yard, get yourself the Samsung Privacy Screen today. Some people call it the green top or privacy screen or privacy fence. It is incredible. It's wonderful. It's 50 feet long, 6 feet tall. It's perfect to block out people staring at your every move in your yard. Secure your pool area, your clothesline, your construction site, anything that you want to remain private. Once you put it up, that's how it is. It's easy to install onto your chain link fence. The privacy screen is made from the strongest breathable material. It's dark green, dark army green in color.
I saw that.
Yes.
It looks very good.
Yes. It's an excellent because it blends in with
Some
any
of that,
decor.
some of it looks very transparent, almost like tracing paper. But the one you have, you can't see.
I'm glad what
anything
you say. People said, well, what is the visibility? I said, it's not 100%, but it's like you can see the silhouette of somebody, but you can't see who it is or what they're doing, but you can see the silhouette of an individual. So it's great.
But that's in the day.
That's in the day. On the night, you can't see nothing. No, you can't see nothing. So if you have an event, you just want to put up something temporary, that's good. Or if you want something long term, I have it going all around my yard, and it's really good. It's breathable, so you don't have to worry about the wind blowing it down. I just tell everyone who purchase it that if a hurricane's coming, take it down first because it can hold the wind and possibly cost you some money.
By the way, just want hurricane. That's what you say.
Hurricane.
No, you say hurricane.
Hurricane.
Which I think is appropriate.
But I should say hurricane.
No, you say hurricane.
Hurricane.
Because it is a horror.
Yeah, it is a hurricane.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So what's the price again? It's $189. That's 50 feet long, 6 feet tall. If you need the straps are $9. That's not a problem. You give me a call, 552-0212, 552-0212. Like I said, it's dark army green in color, so it blends in with any decor, and it's easy to maintain. It's no maintenance at all. So get yourself the Samsung Privacy Screen today, or fence, however you want to call it,
You got
$189.
Time for one more. If
That's
you got
the
one,
last
that's it.
thing.
Okay, let's go.
No. Let me just tell you. Well, people have been calling me about the DNA testing. You need a DNA
Talk
test?
about this.
Please call DNA Direct at 324-0665, 324-0665. The reason why people call DNA Direct, because they're the least expensive on the island when it comes to paternity testing or any type of biological testing. You want to find out if someone's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, or your grandparent. It's only $450 for an informational test, a legal test. It's $550 if you need it for NIB, court, if you need it for your passport, if you need to prove that someone is your parent,
Your child.
yeah, or your child, or you need to disprove. I've been taking care of this child for a long time. This child ain't mine. Boom. You need some kind of proof. Call DNA Direct at 324-0665. If you're a foreign lady and you need to prove that a Bahamian man is the biological father of your child, call 324-0665. If you're a child and you need to prove, hey, my dad is a Bahamian, I is he child, call DNA Direct at 324-0665. Get a DNA test. It's so easy. They have a mobile service available 7
Even
days
a
a week.
caveman can do it.
The mobile service is available
I
7
watch way
days
too
a
much
week.
TV.
Yes, you have too much time.
I got too
They have a
much TV.
mobile service and they have a payment plan. You can do half down, pay the balance when the results come in. Get yourself a DNA test. You know someone who need it. Give them a call 324-0665.
Let me run through everything again, ladies and gentlemen. That is Direct Marketers being able to give us, I think, about 8 companies today. Generac
Yes.
Stand Up. You can be able to talk to Generac Stand Up. Remember, 552-0212, 552-0212.
generator.
Right? SHSS Electrical. You can be able to reach out to them to get that stuff. Rose Auto with a Mecca Tool lubricant. You can be able to get that. Road Runners. Make sure you get your girlfriend home by you safe. Premix. Just want to be able to give a shout out and do some great stuff down there on Harold Road. Tony Road. Tony.
Yeah, it's right there off the dump site, right there, right off around there. Yeah.
And the Sonic Extreme knee and ankle for all those fellas out there. I think they're a little bit more younger.
Yes.
So we know that you ain't this young.
Yeah.
You're out here smelling like Ben Gay.
Go.
Yeah,
They were gonna rub you down.
Yeah, listen, when you walk in the place, our eyes sweating. Get yourself one of these Sonic Extreme ankle knee brace and the privacy screen, which is important in DNA Direct. That is the show for today. Ladies and gentlemen, Small Business Thursday is always kind of putting the thing on the table for you guys. Be a part of it. We're out here trying to be able to do all these things. 827-0111. 827-0111. Right here on the foundation with Howard Grant. Talk to me. And decency and order, we're trying to lay these things out. Guys, I thank you so very kindly for tuning in today. If you want to be a part of that again next week, 827-0111, 827-0111. I got a couple people already booked for that. So let's just be able to do it. They book weeks in advance. You know that?
Wow.
guys?
Yes, I know.
People book
I
weeks
see
in
your,
advance.
I see your book. You had to get rid of the book and the computer out there. For all these names.
Yeah, I got
Many people
everything.
are coming to the show. I
exact.
love this show.
827-0111. Be a part of the thing. Let's be able to make some things happen. Tomorrow, we're going to finish this conversation with Don Sargent. And also, we should have Garth Roseborough in the studio with us. It's going to be exciting. But we're also going to be talking with Minister K at the top of the hour about a book launch that he has coming out. Man, we're doing big things.
Wonderful, wonderful.
On the foundation, guys. 96.9 FM radio.